Alright, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start balding him out with the trimmers. These specifically are the Andy Slimline LIs. Really good trimmers, really good ergonomical and convenient. But all in all, like, it doesn't matter what trimmer you use. Just use whatever trimmer cuts the best for you, what's comfortable for you. And I typically always follow up with the shavers. They're very important. I think they give that finished touch that, you know, doesn't seem like a big deal, but. Alright, so I wanted to clarify something before we start taking this initial guideline out. This is the clipper I'm using. You see it? This is closed. The lever up is closed. The lever down is open. Closed, open. We'll start closed and we'll open it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Every time we go up 1/3 of an inch, every time we go up 1/3 of an inch, we're going up 1/3, open, 1/3, open, 1/3, open, done. There it is. You know, your customers will see all the difference. The next guideline is always created with the blade all the way open, and we'll start to take that initial guideline out with the blade all the way closed. And we typically will open the lever up 3 times. So every 1/3 of the way up, you're going to open it up, right? And if there's still a line, if you can't get it out with the lever closed, typically whatever you use to put that line in, you can use to take it out. So our next guideline we'll use is the 1 guard open, coming right off the ridge, not in. Then we'll follow it up with the 1 guard closed, and that'll start to debulk everything. You see the blend's almost there. And if there's still going to be a little bit of bulk between the blade open or the lever open into the 1 closed, the number 1 guard closed, you can take that out with the 1/2 guard or the 1/16, or if you're using Andes, it's the number 0 guard. We'll follow that up with the number 1 guard just to clean things up. And you can see the blend's really starting to come in, and a lot of times the rest of it we're going to start detailing, right? So we're debulking a little bit with the number 2 guard. That's the highest guard we're going to use. And to really put that blend together, to really make it a more fluid blend between the 1 open into the 2, when it comes to wall, I would use the 1.5 guard. And you can see we went back with the 1 guard open just to detail things. Pretty much we're starting to blend down. So if we use the 1.5 guard, then we use the 1 guard open, then close, then we go back to the 1/2 guard, and we're just blending down. That's called cross-checking. That's part of the detailing. That's one of the detailing techniques. And you could use those steps all the way around the head. So what I'll do is I'll let you, follow along with the captions. And if you really understood what I did in that first half, then you'll be able to follow along with no voiceover. So I'll give you guys a break for a second. Clippers I'm using, I don't think I mentioned them. They are the Cordless Wall Magic Clip, but I did change the blade from the original stagger tooth blade to the more beveled blade that comes with the original Seniors. It also comes on the icons, the wall icons. And you can get those on Amazon. You can get them at any barber supply store typically. They're probably the most popular wall blades. And if you're wondering what brush I use that has give, a little bit of give, very soft bristle, it's a Denman Jack Dean brush. So right here I'm going downwards with the number 2 guard. The reason why is because his hair is growing in like a upwards direction. So really I'm not going with the grain by flipping my clipper over. I was going against the grain, making sure it was a nice even cut. You know, that's one of the things you have to pay attention to, the hair growth pattern of your client, because it's different for everybody. And you can see now we're starting to blend down again, and that's just cross-checking. That's again another detailing technique that I use. Alright, so here I'm using what I call, and you guys named it, the Iron Man trimmers. And you know, we'll detail the hairline with these. I don't know if you can see right here, top part of his hairline, it's a little light, it's a little receding. I got something for that. I got a permanent solution for that, and I'll show you guys towards the end, so make sure you stick around. You see right here where I'm lining up, it's much lighter than anywhere else on his hairline. So I'm doing this because, again, the hair is growing in an upwards direction. So I was just making sure that I cut all that hair that wants to grow over the part that we're creating here. And he didn't want a super thick part. He wanted to be a thin part. He didn't want it over the top or stand out too much. So we did exactly that. Here you can definitely see the lightness on the right side of his hairline. On our right side, right? So I'm applying my shave gel now. And I usually apply the shave gel anytime before I'm going to use a straight razor, especially around coarse areas. But I noticed some things while I was applying the shave gel. I noticed some hairs that were kind of sticking out, so we'll just do some light clipper over comb, and all I'm really doing is taking off the very ends of the hair, just to clean up any hairs that want to stick out. So here we'll go with the triple cartridge razor, available at 245.com. I'm going to be real quick, real brief. It's a triple cartridge razor because it comes with 3 cartridges: a non-exposed, an exposed, and a super exposed. Everyone has different preferences. Some people are scared to use exposed blades, so it's a great way to work your way up from non-exposed to super exposed. Also, I generally like to do bulk shaving, like hot towel shaves, with non-exposed blades, and I like to do my detail work with exposed blades. So it's the best of 3 worlds, really, all in one package. Now I know what you're saying. S&P, this stuff right here is crazy. What happens when he goes completely bald? Well, the more he recedes, you would just fill in those receding parts. But if he completely balds, which probably wouldn't happen for another decade or so, probably a couple decades, right? Then he's gonna end up something like this. Something like this. Something like this. That doesn't look that bad. Now, if you don't like that look, then it probably isn't for you. But if you like the low Caesar look, the Kobe, then this is the answer for you. Hope that helps. So now we're doing S&P. Shout out to my boys at Scalp Tattoo Artist Resource. Amazing guys that partnered up with them. We're working to build awareness of this service that's available to people who continue to get color enhancements and a lot of temporary solutions because things like Bosley or hair transplants aren't working for them. This is a permanent solution that we know works every single time. And you can see we darkened it up, we made his hairline more prominent, and this is just one session. Generally we do 3 sessions, up to 3 sessions, at least 2 sessions. So we'll do another session on Cyrus, see how it goes, but you can see already it's made a world of a difference. It's made his hairline really stand out, really sharp, and it looks very natural in my opinion. So you can find out more by visiting Scalp Tattoo Artist Resource on Instagram.
I'm Andre Luke, aka Andre Cool Hand Luke. I've been following Chris for a while, and I attend Empire Beauty School, and this was a very informative class for me. I learned a lot, not just the aspect of cutting hair, but Chris taught a lot about the business. I mean, that's going on with all the guys, Fonz, Dre, I mean, they all interacted. And the way you interact versus us watching YouTube videos and actually being here, y'all, it's a whole different level. You can learn from the videos, but these guys here, they ask you, you need more questions to ask, and they make you feel comfortable, and that's how I felt. So when I attend this class, yes, I will attend this class again, anywhere near here. I said, I'm an old man, I'm 43 years old, but we follow you guys, respect you guys, and we appreciate you coming down here to Atlanta, man. Appreciate it.